Hi, I'm James. This is my co-supervisor, supervising sound editor, dialogue editor, re-recording mixer, Simon Chase.
Hi all.
And we're at Twickenham Studios, where we mixed this movie, the legendary Twickenham Studios. And we just want to talk through a few sections of the movie that we're so proud to present, Kenneth Branagh's Belfast. So everybody's talking about the opening of the movie, the first 8 minutes, and the experience that the audience has through Buddy's perspective. What's your take on the dynamic change? How do you feel? How did it work for you?
Well, it's great. You know, obviously, first conversations we had with Ken was this is him remembering his time when he grew up in Belfast, and obviously he moved away as a young boy, but him remembering that time, and so it's this strange mix of how a child sees the world, and not only that, remembering it 50 years later, and so there's this magical quality of, you know, the beauty he remembers of that time, but also of living in this close-knit community, but also when the Troubles hit in 1969, what that meant to him.
Yeah.
And he has talked about, we're going to see a clip in a minute, that he told us, you know, he was playing in the street and then he heard a noise. So this was already a sound cue. He made it clear to us that he wanted to tell this story through sound, and his memories are so evocative, what he could remember. And he said he heard a noise and he didn't know what it was. And that shift from not understanding what was going on. So we played there with the sound of, well, what are the sounds of Belfast? And he talked us through that. What are the sounds surrounding the area, and what was life like there? But also then going a little surreal and going into Buddy's head and trying to go, Buddy's not understanding what he's hearing here. And then eventually it becomes clear he's in a riot.
It's chaos.
It's chaos. So it's a wonderful transition from there he is in the street with his
peace
community,
and harmony and joy,
confusion,
and then yeah,
a riot.
There's some really, really powerful moments in the movie that just happen beautifully and carry you through. And you know, to Ken's credit, he would want to push everything and see how far we could go with it. He really wanted us to enjoy ourselves and get the most out of our abilities and our enthusiasm for the soundtrack. But he had a very clear mind. When he knew it was what he wanted, that was it. That was it. Let's stick with that. Let's go with that. Let's move on. It was a unique experience. It really was, in terms of the way we normally work and the way people's time is very limited, and we had access unlimited, which is great.
Whenever you need me.
Yeah,
that's what he said.
Whenever you need me.
Should we watch?
Yeah.
Buddy coming around the corner.
Yeah.
So
let's do that.
Start of the movie. Buddy enjoying life, not knowing what's about to hit him.
And there was a music cue building up over this originally, which kind of smothered this a bit.
It was really good to just.
And then the music
Buddy
left.
Hasn't worked out what's going on, and neither is the sound yet. It's like,
we don't quite know what the story is telling us, what's happening.
And we haven't seen anything like, you know, as far as you know, it's this beautiful. There they are in the street,
and these lovely voices that you just hear poking through. Just take the kids,
and
the breathing.
Shocks me every time.
And you know, without music, this is so powerful. This is so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You want to get out of there. You don't want to be, and it's really cinematic. It's really cinematic. I love it.
And then beautiful Caitríona coming in to save the day. Oh, all right. That's enough of that.
So all those hits, all the hits and everything in this moment was orchestrated. The sound effects were orchestrated in a musical way to work. And once they were left exposed, they had their own kind of language.
Yeah.
It was really, I'm very, very proud of this moment. It's a great opening of a movie. It's not what you'd expect from what looks like an old period drama. You know, you think it's just kids in the street.
But as well as this moment, kind of there you are in Buddy's head, witnessing that theme. I remember speaking to Ken about another scene, and it's so simple, and it's like just on a smaller scale. He's just Buddy's playing with his toy cars.
Yeah.
And on the screen next to him, there's a story about how the rioters are using milk bottles. I think we probably saw some getting smashed there full of petrol bombs, and his parents are arguing in the background. And so, yes, on this big scale, you're in Buddy's head, but also just down to these very simple scenes, you're just witnessing Buddy witnessing, as it is.
Yeah.
He's focused on his cars. That's all he cares about. But he's getting
subliminally
this
there's
info
information
here, and behind him he's getting the info that things aren't right with his mum and dad, and it's just the sounds telling that story. These are the busy things happening in the background of Buddy's life.
Yeah, the fracturing.
Yeah. The other bit we should look at is everlasting love at the end of the movie, which is another moment where we're just seeing things as Buddy saw them, but in a different way.
Right?
In a different way. It's like the exact opposite, right? Yeah, exactly. Suddenly he's having this positive moment rather than negative.
And there was and in terms of workflow, there's a whole different approach to it. We've talked about dialogues and crowds and sound effects, but there was the music moment, because there's no score in this movie. There's a couple of sections, but this is a movie with very little score and a lot of space for everything to exist. But this moment, the music editor really went to town, right?
Great job he did.
Yeah, Richard did a terrific job.
Yeah, so this is, again, just a moment where Buddy, through Buddy's eyes, his parents are the most glamorous, gorgeous people in the world, and this whole thing just takes on because really it's kind of, I think you can hear someone in the background in the previous shot going, "Oh, he's just gonna have a sing along to the jukebox."
Yeah.
Well, it's more than that, and the mix just pushes every button it can to sort of bring this song that is a very familiar song. So I mean, you've got to do justice to it, well. And that's the raw track underneath. But I hope you'll hear the little mix tweaks that just sort of make it the original mix,
give you that
plus
boost, that little pump. Again, it's the crowd stuff in there.
Yeah.
Gives you just enough of that engagement that weaves into the fabric of the soundtrack to make you realise it's live.
We've only had a chance to show a couple of the moments that we're really proud of in this movie, but there's plenty more. But that's the kind of theme of the film is just telling this intimate family story that sometimes goes huge with these big riot moments and a bit fantastical with Buddy's imagination, but you're just always there.
It's visceral and emotional and integrated. Everything about it seems to be part of the same fabric, which is a joy. So we've really enjoyed sharing these moments with you guys, and we hope you get to see it in its entirety and enjoy it as much as we want you to.
Yeah, we're really proud of this and just so grateful to Ken. So
yeah, enjoy, guys. Thank you.